Hey there, welcome to Mixed Motion Design. Today we're gonna learn the complete workflow from Illustrator to After Effects. So without wasting any time, let's jump into it. Open the artwork file in Adobe Illustrator to prepare it for animation. I will add this file in the description of this video. You can download it or use your own artwork and follow the steps from the video. The first step is to distribute each element on its own layer. Luckily we have an option in Illustrator which can do this job in just 3 clicks. So let's do this. Select the layer you want to distribute. Click on the menu bar in the layers panel and select release to layer sequence, and this will convert each path into the layer. Now select all the converted layer and drag this outside the main layer. Delete the previous layer which is empty now. Do this step for all the other layers. The next step is to rename all the layers. This will keep the project organized and help us to find any layer in After Effects by just typing its name in search bar. Hide all the layers by clicking on the I button. Double click on the empty space of the layer. This will open the layers option window. You can rename the layer by just typing the name here and press the enter key. We have another way of doing this by just double clicking on the name of the layer. By this way you can rename a layer without opening the layers options. So now let me rename all the other layers. Okay, so now we are all set to import our files in After Effects. Open the After Effects and import the artwork. Now let's go through all the import options. First in the import option is import kind. Here we have two options in import kind, footage and composition. If you select footage, this will import your artwork as a single layer. Under footage you have two more options. You can import as a single merge layer or you can choose any specific layer from artwork. Second import kind is composition. This is the option I use most of the time. It will import as a composition in which you will have all the layers of your artwork on individual layer. Under composition, you can choose the dimension of your artwork as a layer size or document size. Layer size will import the artwork in the size of the layer bounding box, and document size import the artwork in the size of the artboard of document. To move object easily, we need this document in layer size. Click OK and the After Effects will automatically create a comp of your artwork. Double click on the new comp to open it. The first thing you notice is the artwork will not look as it was. It's because After Effects doesn't take the blending mode and transparency setting from Illustrator. And unfortunately, we don't have any other option to quickly resolve it. We have to do this manually. Okay, so let's do it first. Go to the left section of timeline. Here you will find the option to change the blending modes. If you are not able to see these options, then you have to click on the toggle mode button in the bottom of the timeline panel. You can also change the top mode by pressing F4 key. Click on the blending mode button of the layer. Select the blending mode used in artwork. You can see the graphics appearance is changed now. So let me do this for all the other layers. We are done with changing the blending mode and now the artwork look exactly the same as Illustrator file. Next step is to on continuously rasterize. This will allow us to scale as much as we want without pixelation. To on rasterize, go to the bottom of the timeline panel and click on the checkbox for all layer under the little star icon. Now our comp look complicated with all these layers. To make it simple, we have to pre-compose some layers. Select all the layer of the earth and select the mask layer which is hidden. Right click on the layer and select pre-compose. Rename and click OK. Do this for all the other planets. The moon should rotate around the earth and it should move with the earth. So we need to parent the moon layer to the earth layer. To do it, click and hold on the parent pickwave of child layer and drag it to the parent layer. So now when you move the earth layer, moon will automatically move with it. Let's move on to the animation. Open the earth precomp by double clicking on it. Now we will recreate the earth water in After Effects because we need the water in the rectangle path. So create a rectangle path. Then click on the fill options button to change the fill style to radial gradient. Now pick the colors of the gradient from the colors of the artwork. Adjust the gradient starting point and end point to match it with the artwork. Drag this layer below the overlay layer and hide the earth fill one. Now set the new rectangle path position. Select the mask which is already created in Illustrator. Mask layer is exactly the same size of the earth. Drag it above the new rectangle path. Click on the toggle button to open the track matte options. Now click on this button to open the alpha channels and select the alpha matte from drop down menu. When you apply alpha matte on any layer, it will take mask from the layer above it. Please don't confuse mask with alpha mattes. Let me know in the comments if you want me to create a separate video to describe the difference between mask and alpha channels. Now to create upper layer of fill, duplicate the earth fill and its checkmate layer and drag it above the island 2. Hide the earth fill 2 as we don't need it now. Unhide the overlayer. Go to the effects and preset panel and search for the wave wrap. Double click on it while selecting the fill 1 layer to apply the effect on it. Now change the wave width to 400 and height to 50. And set the wave speed to 0.3. Change the gradient position of fill 1 to give it a depth. Copy the wave wrap effect of fill 1 and paste it on fill 2. Change the direction of fill 2 to -90. Wave width to 380 and height to 75. Let's give some animation to islands. Lock the layer for fill and overlay. Select all the clouds and parent them to island 2. Open the position property for island 2. Put 3 keyframes at the interval of 70 frames from each other. Go to the middle keyframe and move the island downwards. Select all the keyframe and press F9. Click this little dot to solo the island layer. It will help in previewing the animation. Test your animation by hitting the spacebar. Okay, so now we have to play this in loop throughout the animation. For that we have to add an expression position property. Click on this little stopwatch by holding the Alt key. This will bring a little text box where you can type your expression. Type Loopout and select the expression from suggestions. Now unsolo the island layer and add the position key for clouds. Change the position at middle frame for all clouds. Select all the keyframe and press F9. Hit the solo icon for cloud layer for better playback. Now add the loop expression for clouds. Adjust the cloud layer starting point to give it a delay in animation. Let's test the animation now. We need to slow the animation a little bit. Press Ctrl Z to undo. Select all the keyframes and drag the key towards the right while holding the Alt key. Again adjust the cloud layer starting point. Test the animation now. It's looking good. So now unsolo the cloud layer. And add a position keyframe for island 2 at the same interval of time. Go to the middle keyframe and move the island downwards. Select the keyframes and press F9 and add a loop expression in it. Solo the island and adjust the starting point for delay in animation. Test the animation now. Now we are done with the Earth animation, so let's move on to the other planets. Open the moon comp by double clicking on it. If you notice the moon surface is rocky, we're gonna apply the same wave wrap effect to the moon layer, but we will change the wave type to give the animation a rocky surface. So sit back and enjoy the music while I'm working on it. Now go to the effects and control panel, click on the wave type and select smooth noise. Set the wave height to 60 and width to 300. Now change the direction to -90 and wave speed to 0.3. Copy paste the wave wrap effect to the other layer and change the direction to +90. Now convert the rectangle part to Bezier path. And adjust the part to match corners. Now the wave speed is looking fast. Reduce the wave speed of moon and earth to 0.1. Now follow the same step for Mars planet. Now animate the position property of Moon to rotate it around the Earth. Click on the end position of the Moon while pressing the Alt key to give the animation a curve. Now Moon will follow this path. Follow the Earth and Moon layer and test the animation. Adjust the Moon starting point keyframe. Now let's scale all the objects. We're gonna scale all the layers individually instead of scaling the complete comp. This will give a depth in scene. Press the S key to open the scale property and enter this value to the layers. Now test it. Congratulations guys, you have successfully created this cool looking animation.
If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Till then, be safe and keep animating.